So part 2 of the Lost Santos Drug Wars DLC has finally made its way to GTA Online after a surprise drip feed announcement just a few days ago. In this video I'll be covering all of the new content from the latest update and showing you how to get the most out of the added features that came with it. The first thing we'll be looking at is the much anticipated Street Dealers, a new daily money making activity where you can palm off limited amounts of coke, weed, crystal and acid at a higher profit margin. It requires you to both own the corresponding business and have active product available to sell. If you don't fit that criteria, the option will simply be greyed out and you can't do anything with it. That product can either come in the form of stock from an MC business like I've got here, but it's also possible to sell goods that have been collected in your nightclub as well, making it super easy for people to partake in the new money-making venture. There are 3 of these street dealers available for you to visit every real life day, and if you've got product to sell in all of the categories, you'll be able to make between 80 and 120k from each of them. The main hitch is that they only pop up on your minimap when you're close to them. Their locations are randomised every 24 real life hours, and they have a total of 50 possible spawn points. Because the locations change, I can't exactly include them in the video, but I will put a link down in the description to an interactive map where the street dealers are updated every day. The next feature is a bit of a throwback to the old story mode random events, where you'd stop random thieves in the open world and be given the option of either returning the money for a potential reward or keeping it for yourself. Only real difference is, instead of helping NPCs on the side of the road, you'll be assisting shop owners who have been robbed instead. I mean, the absolute nerve. Who the hell would do a thing like that? But yeah, basically, when you pass by any number of shops scattered around the map, you have a chance of one of them flashing up with a little red dot over the store icon, where shortly after that, you'll see some delinquent fleeing the scene. At that point, you just need to take him down in any way you see fit. Run him over, shoot him, set him ablaze with a flare, whatever butters your crumpet really, just take the bastard out. As soon as that happens and you collect the cash, you'll immediately be hit with a timer in the bottom right corner of the screen with the option of returning the cash to the owner. Honestly, my advice is just return it. You'll get 5k less that way, but you'll also get an RP bonus, and more importantly, you don't have to wait out the 2-minute timer. Returning it will normally give you 20k when not on a double money event like there is at the moment, and stealing it will give you 25k. When you factor in the time that it takes to steal it and the RP bonus that you get for returning it, being the Good Samaritan is definitely my preferred method. Annoyingly though, it's completely random and can spawn at just about any shop type around the map, not just convenience stores but also barbers and tattoo shops as well. It has a chance of appearing at literally any one of these locations, and in my experience it proved to be very difficult when trying to get it to spawn. My advice is, unless you're really desperate to see it for yourself, just wait until it comes up organically. You know what random events in GTA are like. Bloody nightmare fuel. The next new item on the list will have you hunting down a new daily collectible going by the name of G's Cash, and it will contain a variety of goodies including money, ammo and snacks. All you need to do to find it is pull up your map and have a look for this icon. There's only one per day and the location changes every 24 real life hours. Once you arrive, you'll be instructed to search within a fairly large area, but fortunately, just like most other collectibles, your controller will start to vibrate as you get closer. As soon as you grab it, you'll have a chance of triggering a wanted level, but it only happens some of the time. I've collected a couple now where I walked away without a fuss. Another new addition to the game is stash houses, which I covered in a dedicated video yesterday, and it's one of my personal favourites from the new update. Not only is it really cool to get to bust in and rob a rival gang stash house, but when you successfully complete the encounter and steal the contents from the safe, you'll be rewarded with a full rack of supplies for either your bunker, acid lab, or any one of the biker businesses. All that you need to do is once again pull up your map at any point after loading into free roam and look for this symbol. There's only one available per real life day, and the location will always change. Then just rock up and bust your way in, and after you've taken care of the 5 or so guards, you'll be told to find a safe and a code to get inside it. The code location is random and can be placed on just about any object inside the room, so search around thoroughly and you should hopefully find it pretty quickly. Once you enter the 3 numbers into the safe and take the contents inside, you'll be all done and ready to get the hell out of here. You'll be chased by a few enemies when you leave, but they get over it pretty quickly. And as soon as they do, you'll be informed that one of your businesses has been topped up with supplies. And for any completionists out there, Part 2 of the Drug Wars update also brought a bunch of new awards for you to collect, all of them based around the random events and daily collectibles that we just looked at. But if that wasn't enough for your candy, there's also a metric shit ton of unlockable clothing items that can be acquired between now and March 1st. And of course, a massive thank you to GTA Series Videos for providing the image. Make sure to give it a screenshot if you're interested in getting any of these items. The final new addition is the much awaited 5-story Eclipse Boulevard garage, coming in at a whopping $2.7 million and boasting a huge 50-car storage capacity. The modification options are actually pretty minimal compared to what I thought they'd be. I thought Rockstar was going to go all out on this one and encourage us to spend the ticket price all over again just doing it up. Don't get me wrong, there is a few different styles and they all come with a variety of colour choices, but yeah, there's not too much else going on. The garage itself though is really cool. Each of the 5 levels holds 10 cars apiece, and you can individually customise each of the floors to create an appropriate theme for your car collections. Like most modifications in this game, they don't come cheap, but you do have the option of exploring all of them through this menu, and you'll even be given a preview of each of the styling and colour choices to help you decide before spending any money. While it doesn't come with many extra perks other than the massive storage space, all of the hangout areas do provide free snacks, much like the agency and the arcade. Owning the garage will give you easy access to the rooftop area, which honestly doesn't really serve much of a purpose, but hey, it does have a pretty decent view, so there's that. And of course, if anyone needs a few extra vehicles to fill that massive 50-car capacity, the new update did also introduce the Panthea for the fairly steep price of $2.1 million. But for the serious car collectors out there, I know for a fact that most of you are going to be filling up this space in no time at all. Me though, this is a new account and it's going to take a while. That however does just about wrap everything up for Part 2 of the Drug Wars DLC. At least that's what it appears to be. Rockstar didn't specifically say that it was Part 2, but with the latest update dropping almost all of the remaining unreleased content, it certainly seems to point in that direction. I mean, if I recall correctly, all that really remains is those final Lastos missions and that gang convoy random event. Maybe a few items of clothing as well, and of course the remaining drip feed cars. So yeah, I kind of found it a bit weird, Rockstar dropping all of this at once. But hey, I mean, I can't complain, especially after the last few dry weeks that we had recently. But yeah, as always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments section below. Hit the like button if you found the video useful, and be sure to think about subscribing if you're new to the channel. Until we meet again, you bunch of legends, I am Red Nitrate, and I'll catch you on the next one.